We are gathered here today to commemorate the life of a very special being. Many have said only the good die young, and that sentiment could not be any truer for this occasion. Friday morning around 9 a.m. began the life of something great, and lots of hard work went into bringing this life into the world. Every day I labored for 2 weeks, and each of those days I was more excited to finally meet the new being. The road was long and hard, but once I laid eyes on that beautiful creation, I knew it was worth it. Bringing forth this life into the world gave my life meaning. I feel a special connection, like a mother to its newborn. It touched my life, supported me in a way no one else really could. Though it was not much, and it was not around for long, it had a fulfilling life. Our time together flew by. Thinking back on now is hard, but I know it's in a better place. I know my life is not the only one it touched. Everywhere we went, it seemed to really bring a smile to the face of others. We traveled together all over town over the weekend we had. We took a trip to the electric company, where the lady behind the computer seemed so happy to have the chance to see it. And we stopped by the grocery store, and the cashier was just delighted by it. My landlord even met up with us specifically to behold the magnificent being. I was so excited about this new being in my life that we made a special trip to Washington, D.C. We traveled all over the city together, the two of us. It helped me fill up my gas tank, paid for my metro pass, and was with me every step of the way, seeing the sights and just enjoying our time together. Again, its life seems so short, but looking back, when I really think about it, there was so much good that it came from it being in my life. It was somewhat of a provider to those in my life as well. It provided so much to so many. To my dog, it provided food to eat. To my roommate, it provided part of the electric. And to my friend, it provided a nice warm meal. I thought our time together would never end, and I did not want it to. After all, I worked so hard just to have it in my hands. I enjoyed everything we did together, but so many others seemed to feel the same way as I did. The big weekend seemed to be really taxing though, and I saw it slowly withering away. The changes were gradual at first, but then in its final hours, I could tell it was going fast. I've gone over and over the scenarios in my head, and I cannot help but feel like I'm to blame for it going. I think that if we had not taken that trip, maybe it would have had the strength to hold out a bit longer. Here it is, only 2 days after its birth, and this is all I'm left with. This coin is the only bit I could manage to save. What if I left it somewhere safe while I traveled around? What if I never let anyone else see it? Kept it all to myself? Would I have made it through to see another day? It's hard to say what could have been. The only thing we have to do now is to remember. Remember what a life it lived, and all it accomplished in such a short time. Something gives me the feeling that it's still out there, still floating around in this world. Sometimes when I see a cashier at a store and a consumer, I look at their faces. I feel like it's there. I feel like at least part of it is anyway. And that's what it is making the difference. I feel like someday we will meet again, and maybe next time I'll remember how to treat it right and make our time together last. I know it want me to move on, to keep working hard and keep moving forward. For now, friends, I just want to thank you for giving me the time to pay my respects to the life of my paycheck. And at this time, let us all take a second, just pause to reflect the paycheck that was and the weekend we spent together.